Good evening, Soldier Boy here, and welcome back to The Witcher Wild Hunt for what is our continuation of our Let's Playthrough, I should say, and welcome back to the Hearts of Stone DLC. Now, we began this DLC a couple of weeks ago now. We began it the Saturday before half term, and then half term happened. We didn't stream any of half term, and this is our first night back. So we did one stream of the DLC and then had to stop, unfortunately. But we're back tonight. I'm trying to catch up myself with what I wrote in the description of the last stream, just so I can remember. We got abducted, we met a mirror man, made a deal with him, and then we met a new group of people, if I remember correctly, who proved to be a pretty hard fight, especially one of them who had powers. Good evening, whoever that is in chat. I'll catch up in a second. I can't read it while I'm filling in the YouTube side, so bear with me. But yeah, so we're back this evening to continue on in The Witcher. We've got 2 hours to see what else we can get done today. Now, also, if you haven't already, head to our community page and have a vote on next main livestream game to begin once we finish Spider-Man 2. That vote is running out rapidly. Tomorrow evening, 8 PM, the vote ends. So if you haven't already had your say, go and have a look and decide what you think we should be streaming next after Spider-Man 2. Talking about votes, we will have to have a vote very soon as well about what comes after The Witcher, because once we finish The Witcher DLC, this DLC, we will begin the final DLC, and during that DLC we'll vote on next relaxed playthrough, something that's quite a long-winded game, likes of Skyrim, Red Dead Redemption, them kind of games is what we're thinking, so there'll be a vote on them coming up very soon. Good evening, Gaming, how are you? I nearly called you Ghost because of your name. I remembered the last minute. So we're going to continue on the DLC. As I say, we did 2 hours into it last stream, and then we haven't actually got that far, so it'll be interesting to see how much I remember. Let me just check sound. Sound seems okay. Thank you for the like, much appreciated there was as well. I'm not sure with the DLC whether you get a playback of what happened previously. So during the main story, when you load in, it tells you kind of where the story's at. I don't know if that happens with DLC or not. I'm not too sure. You changed ages ago. It's because I've not seen you in chat for a while. It's like Ghost isn't Ghost. Ghost is gaming. I was just getting that through my head. Let's load in and see where we're at and see what gear we've also got. No, it's not going to give us a recap. I'm pretty sure we dropped off all our Witcher gear at the tavern with Dandelion to look after. Anything we weren't wearing, we left there. And every time we get new armor in the DLC, we're now using it. I think that was our plan, if I remember correctly. So our current loadout is, we've got the Pang of Conscience. But the reason we've got rid of this sword, even though it's better than what we're using, is because it is a sword we went into the DLC with. So that's why we're not using it, and it's the same for Tiger, the steel sword, the Witcher gear sword. We're getting rid of anything we wore into the DLC as soon as we get something else, and then we'll only replace these two once we get something better. But these need to be stuck in our box when we get a chance. And the same as our Witcher gear, mastercrafted woven armor. Obviously, it's better than the armor we've currently got on, but because it's gear we had before DLC, to make the DLC a bit more fun, we decided to make sure we change our gear over as well. We do need to change our crossbow at some point, if we get another one, to be fair. But yeah, so currently we're using the Aetheri Decorated Saber, which the Aetheri are the new race of people we come across. You like the Blood and Wine, it's an amazing looking DLC. It is what we've seen so far. I remember being on the beach was quite cool, the way that looked. And we've got Gwynavle, the Silver Sword, as well. We've currently got the Salmian Brigadine. We've still got a Nilfgaardian Guardsman Gauntlet. I've been trying ages to get rid of those things. We've got Aetheri Boots, which are new, and the Macahakaman Trousers. So the only thing we're still wearing that we came into the DLC with is the trousers and the gloves that I'm desperate to get rid of. So that's what we need to find. Quest-wise, we are currently doing Without a Trace. We talked to the herbalist at the end of the last stream, and now we need to look for Falkirk's tracks in the dead white wood using our Witcher senses. Let's have a quick read up on the mission just so we can remember what it was we need to do. The reason we're doing this is because these are the missions below the main story level of the DLC missions. So it's the way we've played the game so far, is anything that's below main story level we do first, and then we continue main story, and then go back, main story again, do it that way. Then you platinum journey the Spider-Man Remaster version. Yeah, there's a few decent deals on for it, to be fair, with the DLC and stuff. But yeah, there's some decent deals out there. So without a trace of the mission we're doing, which has become a synonym for monster slaying in many minds. For example, they sometimes use the superhuman sense to define missing persons. Such a lost individual was the subject of the notice hung by a certain Otto Bammer, herbalist residing at Oxenfurt. Otto told Geralt his apprentice, Folkert, had not returned from a herb-gathering excursion to the Dead White Wood. Though this is not at all on Geralt's way, he decided to help the desperate herbalist. Something tells me this was not merely on account of the reward on offer, though there's knowing only Geralt's surface on ballads and rumours might find this hard to believe. Deep down, he was really a softie. That's actually quite cool. That's written on there. I hadn't seen that humour, to be fair. That's quite cool. Yeah, I'm really surprised. I'm surprised it's winning, but I'm pleasantly surprised because I've been wanting to play it for a very long time. So I'm happy that it's winning, to be fair. So where do we need to go? So the wood we need to head to, the wood, is over here. By the looks of things. So we'll grab Roach and make a move. I do have to try and remember controls. I think I remember controls. We'll find out shortly, once we get attacked. So the herbalist is the guy that's given us the mission. And we can ride through where he lives to go out the other side. And start heading towards this Dead White Wood. Not sure why it's called that, to be fair. There must be a reason behind the name, I would say. Yeah, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Like I say, it's something I've been wanting to play for a while. And we've just not had a chance to get to it. But I was expecting other things to win, to be fair. But I'm more than happy to play it, because I've been waiting a long time. Is there going to be a sequel, is there? Wow, okay. Interesting. I didn't know there would be a sequel. So we're going on an excursion to see if we can find Folkert, Otter's apprentice, by the sounds of things. And I think we're not far away from where we need to be. Nothing around us, nothing untoward going to jump out on us by the looks of things. Okay, so this was the marker we had previously. And we've just got to keep heading this way. What's that to our right? I can't remember what them white circles are. Let's go and have a look. Are they below the ground? They're below the ground, aren't they? I just can't remember what they are, though. I don't know if the map's going to tell us, to be fair. Which of the three is your proudest platinum because of the amount of time I put into it? Oh, absolutely. I can imagine it being your proudest. It's, I would suspect not many people have it. Would be my guess. I'm trying to think. I don't know what them circles are, to be fair. But they're under the ground. We're not going to go underground now. I'm pretty sure we've been in there before. For a previous mission, if I can remember correctly. So I think there's something we've dealt with previously. I did see there was something big flying in the sky above us. That's a little bit of a worry. But yeah, I'd imagine not many people have got the platinum, to be fair. It's not something that I intend going for either, to be fair. We found a mark of hidden treasure. We've got to go and stop when we find hidden treasure, don't we? And there's some harpies here as well. So hidden treasure we're going to have to look for here. We might have to deal with the harpies first. These are level 34 harpies. Definitely finding harder enemies as well now. Right. Come on then. Weren't low enough. I should have changed. to be fair, Igni on Harpies isn't the best thing. Ard is better. In fact, that's a good shout. Let's put Ard on. We can bring a few of these to the floor. They're weaker on the floor. You see, we're definitely taking damage. Admittedly, we have changed our armour and our sword to things that probably aren't as conducive to these kind of fights. We've made ourselves weaker. Hence the getting our butt kicked a little bit. Okay, we are healing. I see ya.
Show me what you
Right, we've got to be a bit careful now. We're very low health. I'm dead. It was always going to happen. Because we've changed their gear, we are weaker. And there was always that chance that was about to happen, to be fair. You try one of the Yakuza type games. Dragon. You was disappointed, really? Okay. I thought they looked okay. I've never played one, to be fair, myself. Would you say the RPG Assassin's Creed is similar to Witcher 3? No, I wouldn't. Nothing similar to Witcher, no. In that respect. No, the RPG Assassin's Creed's nothing like The Witcher. The storytelling is nowhere near as good. And although Ubisoft are a fantastic living world around you, I still think The Witcher is just its own force when it comes to that. The world is so alive. Game Blues let down. Oh really? Oh wow. Yeah, I've heard good things about the Yakuza games, but I would assume you need to be into them to enjoy them. I'm not sure, I've never really played them, to be fair. I was thinking about it. Since they're all on PlayStation Plus, weren't they? So I was thinking about having a look at one. Right, let's put Ard on this time, shall we? And the other thing, we're going to go for the hidden treasure again. We know it's there, we're going to go for it. We have got Superior Swallow on. That's what we need to help us there. Because the Superior Swallow allows you to heal quickly. As I say, we've made this a little bit harder for ourselves, and this is probably only the third or fourth time throughout this whole relaxed playthrough that we've died. Throughout the main story, I think we died once, maybe twice tops. And it was doing something silly rather than because we were beaten by something. The difference with this is we've actually made ourselves weaker. Mainly because we were smashing everything that we come across, so I thought making ourselves weaker would be fun. I might live to regret that yet. LVs, good evening, how are you? But yeah, we need to find that hidden treasure again, because I'll definitely want to have another look at that. Hidden treasure, there we go, it's here. Okay. I've remembered to put Ard on this time, rather than Igni. Igni is no good against these things. Right, where are they? There they are. Got to get over them quickly, and see if you can get them down while they're still on the floor. There we go, that's what I've been trying to do while they were down on the floor. 2 down, but I'm getting attacked as well. Another one down.
Come on, come closer.
I see ya. Well, I got a different spell on. I've got Axion. I didn't mean to have Axion, to be fair. I'm bringing them down to the ground with Axie. That's what I was hoping to do. Ah, behind. Go on. Right, I think there's one left. Come on. Just you and me. There we go. We've defeated them. So last time they killed us, this time we got our revenge. You're eating soup. Nice. Right, what you got to do is quickly grab all the stuff off the bodies. You never know if we're going to need it. And then we'll head inside and see what we see inside. There's hidden treasure here, so we're going to have a look and see what it is. But yeah, that time we obviously did better, but mainly because I kind of changed how I was attacking. Whereas the first time, I kind of took for granted that we'd beat them easily, and obviously that's not always the case, especially since we made it harder for ourselves. Right, there's a note here as well. Looking to purchase eggs will buy harpy eggs for top coin. Important, please do not wash the eggs. Nicholas Vogel, Vic Watchtower. Okay. Right, we're looking for hidden treasure. What we got here? Nicholas Vogel's laboratory notebook. Chest key. Mahakaman steel sword. We'll have a look at that. Older folk boots as well. Okay, a few things there then. His laboratory notebook. Interesting. Max level which was 100. I'm not sure how people reach the level cap. You finished at level 79, did you? Oh, nice. I don't even know what level I am, to be fair. I've still got... Did you ever spend all your mutation points? Because I've barely touched mine. I've acquired the eggs. They cost a fortune. Left me with barely enough funds to pay the rent. But now I can begin my work in earnest. I soon show these pea-brained admirals of ours that airborne armies are the future of warfare. Oh, wow. He's trying to create an airborne army for the Redanians. They've hatched, never seen harpies so tiny and dare I say cute. They have no bosoms yet, but they do have enormous heads and equally enormous appetites. My first attempts at taming them have brought promising results. The young harpies eat out our hands, and sometimes eat our hands as well. My assistant's already lost 2 fingers. The alderman of Heddle comes skittering into our tower, desperately bawling about spiders plaguing his village, begging for our help. Weeping for their picked-upon livestock and offspring who suffer the most from the arachnids' bites. One swarm of mindless eating machines preying on another. How dare he interrupt my work on the Wonder Waff for such banalities? Instead of the arachnocide he requested, I gave him a bottle of arachnomorph pheromones. Won't he be in for a surprise? But do the peasants not say spiders and snakes are happy home mate? I'm sure I've heard them say something of the sort. Our funds are nearly exhausted. I shall be forced to take something from the rainy day stash hid from Hubert in the top floor of the tower. So the goodies are in the top floor of the tower. You didn't use them either, no. So yeah, all the good stuff's in the top floor of the tower then. The bulk of our outflow goes towards the purchase of pork, which the harpies devour in gargantuan quantities. Perhaps if we were to dress up one up in Redanian armour now and present it to court, the king himself would become our patron. No, the entire squadron must be present, else Radovid will deem the whole undertaking a farce. It seems our harpies have grown tired of pork. I found the scraps of Hubert's overalls in one of their cages. No great loss. Hubert had already lost 8 fingers feeding them. Couldn't even grip a broom. So his assistant Hubert has been devoured by the harpies, which are the ones we've just killed, I think, by the sounds of it. Thank you for the like, much appreciated otherwise. Catastrophe has struck. Someone opened all the cages and let out the harpies. I'm sure I'll find them wheezing their last in the grass outside the tower. After all, no one has fed them for a week. Well, I think we know how he died. I'm guessing the harpies killed him, although they didn't eat him. We also gained a new quest from that as well. The Redanian army, I think it was, we just saw. Where's that? Is it a Witcher contract? No. Okay, is it a main story mission then? I swear a mission just popped up. I may not have logged it yet, maybe, I don't know. That's weird. Right, top floor of the tower is where supposedly he kept his rainy day stash, which is exactly the stash we're looking for. This seems to be the tower. Let's make sure we're not missing anything else around. Can I climb up there? That'd be a no. Right, we need to find another way up then. There must be another way up. Not that way by the looks of it. That's going to get us in a world of trouble. What's that down there? That looks like a swamp of sorts. There's a creature nearby. I don't know what it is, but I can hear it. In the distance somewhere. I'm not sure I want to drop down there, to be fair. I don't know if I can get back out again. Ah, there we go. There's an inside bit there.
Just wonderful.
So all these, I take it, these are all the bodies of everything they're feeding the harpies, I would guess. Okay. As far as we're aware, we think what we want is inside. We've got an account book. Mainly because the calculation notes concern the management of real estate in Oxenford and Novigrad and surrounding region. Okay. Okay, there's a load of blood here. Personally, I just want... I'm going to put Igni back on. I just want the treasure. That's all I want. So this is the cages. I'm assuming this is where they kept them. We've got a few things. Some olives. Nothing major. Is there anything else in here? I've got some candles we can light. This isn't the treasure I was hoping for, considering it's meant to be treasure here, to be fair. Right, that takes us outside. I want the treasure. Okay, what do we got in here? Leather straps. That's not treasure. I think we still need to go up, is my guess. Hence the lack of treasure, I think. Let's head outside and see if there's a way up from the outside. That's what I'm hoping for. Yeah, there we go. He said top floor of the tower, didn't he? I think we're there. Okay, so we're looking for the treasure that should be here, hopefully. Anything else this side? I'm being a bit cautious because we just don't know if there's anything else about to jump out on us. But I think it was just the harpies that lived here. So we should be okay. I'm always a bit wary when you're in places like this. You just never know what you're going to find. You see the bones of... So I think once they're released, they killed the guy that was training them up to be part of the Redanian Air Force. And after they killed his assistant first, then killed him. And it looks like they killed a lot of others afterwards. That's what I could hear flying in the distance over there. Okay, we've made it up. We haven't found the rainy day fund though, have we? Ah, more steps. Here's his chest, and we've got the key already. New Moon trousers. Pyrog runestone diagram. The Royal Air Force mission complete. I didn't even see that mission pop up, to be fair. Force blinders. I wouldn't say the treasure was actually worth all that effort to find our way up, to be honest, but there we go. But the view was worth it. I do think the view's pretty good. But yeah, some guy decides to try and train harpies to be the Redanian Air Force, and, well, you know how that ended for him. Let's have a look at the gear we have managed to pick up and see if anything's of use. We did gain a new sword. Obviously, the ones we've got that are better we're not using. If you just joined us, when we started the DLC, we said the minute we got something else from the DLC, we'd stop using what we already had. So this sword is worse than the one we've got. We're using the Aferi decorated saber. So we'll get rid of the Macahakaman one when we can. Boots-wise, the Aferi boots we got via the DLC, but they're not as good, unfortunately, as the Alder Folk boots that we just picked up. Annoyingly, they're heavy armour. But it does increase their Igni sign. So that's always a bonus. I'm just not a fan of heavy armour personally, but we'll stick those on. Trousers, we have to change these no matter what, because we've had the Mac Ackerman trousers since early on in the main game. And New Moon trousers are actually better, and they're not heavy armour anymore, which is even better. We do lose vitality though. So we'll put those on as well. So it's just the only thing remaining from before we started DLC now then is the gloves. We need gauntlets so we can change those. And I think that's it, to be fair. Crazy Irishman, good evening, how are you? Thanks for the like, much appreciated otherwise. So we are still heading to this mission that we started on, which is where we left in the last stream. We're heading to the Dead White Woods, I'll get the words out, to find out what happened to the Herbalist Apprentice. Now we've defeated the Harpies. The reason we died when we first come across this about 10 minutes ago was mainly because I forgot that we'd obviously made the game harder for ourselves. So I kind of went in fighting as if nothing's going to beat me. And yeah, when you change your gear to worse gear, You can get beaten, especially now everything's also a higher level than we were facing in the main game as well. That's the other thing. Right, we're still heading to the woods. We're going to find out what happened to Herbalist's assistant, Brokert. I didn't mean to do that. Let's put that away. Where's Roach? Come on, Roach. Still got a bit of a distance to travel. How are you this evening then, Crazy Irishman? So at least we know what happened in the Watchtower. We found out, and we got some gear from it. I'm pleased that we finally changed our trousers, to be fair. It's something I've been trying to change for ages and just never found anything worth changing for. Why are there people stood in the road here? It always makes me wary when you see people stood in the road. Are they bandits or are they not? They've got weapons. But who are they? Oh, it's a lumberjack.
Bugger it all!
He doesn't seem too pleased. The horse has died by looks of things.
Whoa! Greetings!
So they're just lumberjacks. Okay, cool.
Wind's howling.
So I was waiting for one of them to start attacking us, but then they're just lumberjacks, so we can leave them alone. We don't steal from anyone either, although they're building a really nice house. It's quite a nice house they're building. Right, keep going for the Dead White Woods. Right, we're here. This is the Dead White Woods. I thought we was going further than that, to be fair. So in here, we've got to look for tracks of Folkert and see if we can find out what happened to him. Just got to keep looking around the woods till we find a sign of him being there. Blood or that over there. That is a cart. So that's a really big clue. There we go.
Got some blood here.
So that's his cart, and now we need to follow the blood tracks. I didn't actually see the blood tracks. Where are the blood tracks? Ah, over here.
Blood. Dried. A few days old.
Thanks for the live, much appreciated, otherwise. Zeno, good evening, how are you? Finding blood a few days old isn't a good sign in terms of getting Folkert back alive, is it? That's the thing. More blood there. Yeah, don't hold much hope for anyone if you find their dry blood a few days old. It's not going to be go well, is it? Especially if you're losing blood at that rate as well. There is a house to our right. Got a new marker as well because of it. Is there any chance that this area isn't full of creatures and someone took pity and helped the guy? Or do we think he's actually dead? I'm not too bad, thank you. Not too bad.
Trail's gone cold.
Glad to be streaming again this week. And next week, because next week we're actually proper streaming again. Right, asking inhabitants of the village about Folkert. So in theory, these aren't going to be bad people if we're going to ask them a question. Did they see Folkert? Did they know what happened to him? I don't want to loot anything because obviously we don't steal anything. If they attack us, then different story. I could not see anyone. It's not abandoned, is it? Or is it? Oh no, there are people here. Are you going to talk to me? You are indeed.
Jude,
looking after the warrior for Temple 39, but...
What's brought you
Oh, you got
to
COVID
these
for the third time.
parts?
Wow, I've heard it's going around again
Just you
at the hospital quite badly, to be fair.
No. Looking for someone.
Ah, do tell. Perhaps we can help.
Well, I'm hoping you can help. Let's have a look. Let's find out what the place is about first, though.
What is this place, exactly?
A village?
Folkert was obviously
Plain
bleeding
to
badly as we
see.
followed his blood trail, so
Abandoned huts is about all I see.
Aye.
I'm hoping
It's
someone did help
only
him.
us now. Young folk have gone off to the city seeking work, and the old have all died. Ain't that right, Judd?
Right as rain.
Part of me says we can't trust him. Don't know why. Just is in the back of my head going, there's something not quite right here.
Looking for someone named Folkert. Light-haired halfling. Ring any bells?
Aye. Saw a little one round here. Out picking herbs.
Till he got hurt. Ran across a trail of blood. Trail led me here.
'Tis just as you say. Wolves had attacked him. He fled here seeking shelter. I told him, back to your city, young master. Plenty such dangers hereabouts. But the fool was stubborn. Said he had to pick his blooms aforehand. Ventured back into the woods. And that were the last of him. Heard howling that night. Sent shivers down my spine.
Part of me
So
doesn't
where are
believe
his
her.
remains? Wolves would have left something. His boots, maybe.
Didn't go looking. Well, he's too old to go tramping about in the woods.
Okay.
So
We should be able to follow a trail then into the woods, surely. Because he was still bleeding when he came here. So there should still be a trail to follow. Oh no, so we're heading back to the herbalist now. We're not actually going to even look. That seems a bit weird, doesn't it? And we're not even going to have a look around for him. Can we get in any of the houses? I can blow it open, to be fair. There we go. They did say they're all abandoned in here. I'm not robbing anything, admittedly. I'll have a look what's in the bag. But I don't want to take anything. Unless it's Witcher gear. Which is unlikely to be. But I just wanted to test their story out. I don't believe them for the slightest. That the guy who was badly hurt said, no, I'll carry on collecting my herbs before I head to the city for first aid. To me, that just seems a little bit weird. But it does all seem abandoned. To be fair. There's not very much here, is there? Ashes. I say I'm not stealing anything. I would do look in the bags, but I don't plan on taking anything. Unless it is exceptional. I don't want to say they're talking the truth, but I think they might be. It just seems a little bit weird. There's actually lots of small houses over there as well. If it was me and I was badly hurt and bleeding as profusely as he was, I wouldn't be still picking my herbs. Be off seeking help. Is this door open? No, it's locked. Okay. Well, we'll head back to the herbalist. Maybe he knows about this village and can tell us more, maybe. That's the other thing. Mentioned briefly last time we spoke, but apart from a few nitpicks, we've been having an absolute blast with Jedi Survivor. Oh, it's always good to take your time, Zeno, but at least you're enjoying it. That's the important thing. Even if you test positive for COVID and you're well enough to work, you can go in, but whoever's test positive has to wear a mask. Oh yeah, no, I know. The rules, because the rules have gone to non-COVID, haven't they? That's essentially what's happened. And because of that, that's why that's the case now. I just don't leave the house, to be fair. It keeps me safe. So we're going to fast travel back to the herbalist. We can now fast travel back here whenever we want to, because we have the fast travel point. I still don't believe them. Part of me thinks they're lying, but I haven't got any proof as it stands. Other than that locked door that I kind of want to go back and see if we can find a key for. Right, let's go and see the herbalist. He might be able to know more about that village, maybe. So here's the herbalist.
Hey there. Volkert, your apprentice. I know what happened to him.
Out with it.
I can't be the woods they're telling the truth, surely. Let's say, where's the remains?
Found some witnesses. Claim wolves attacked him. He survived at first, then went back in the woods to harvest more herbs. His luck ran out.
A treasure, that lad. Dutiful. Mannered.
That can't be
Such a
it.
shame.
Surely that's not it.
Well, here's your gold. I trust it will serve you well.
That is it. That is mission complete. I honestly thought there was more to that. I thought they'd be he'd tell us, no, they're lying to you. There's more to it. But actually, it sounds like they were telling the truth. The poor lad did get hurt after being attacked by wolves, but decided to keep gathering his herbs because he was dutiful. Don't I bring too much of my views to this amount of... What crap do you mean, Zeno? So, we've got to look if there's any more missions under level 33, which is the main story mission of the DLC. If there isn't, we'll do that next. If there is, we'll do the missions first. That's how we've been playing the game throughout. So we've got Enchanting Startup Costs is the next one, level 32, and level 33 is the main story. So we'll quickly chuck that mission on and we'll find out what that's about. Is that the only mission we've got here? Yeah, Rose on a Red Field is the same level. And that's over the level, so the treasure hunt will have to wait. Witcher contracts, we haven't got any yet. Okay, so we're going to go and do enchanting startup costs. You can tell an experienced Witcher by the way he examines a notice board. To the novice eye, these weathered planks contain nothing but clumsy scrawled messages touching on matters thoroughly mundane. Trifling announcements, offers of sale or purchase, lewd rhymes, etc. etc. Nauseam. A Witcher with years under his belt, however, will search the dross carefully, knowing that it often hides a jewel. A Witcher contract, for example, or, as in this particular case, information about mysterious rune rite from a far-off land. Okay, sounds intriguing. Where are we heading? We are heading all the way near Brunwich. So we were actually in Brunwich during the main story point. We were having a look because we hadn't been up there, and then we found out that's part of the DLC area, so we actually left it for the DLC. So we'll fast travel to Brunwich and then make our way round and go and see who this rune rite is then, and see what he's doing, essentially. I'm kind of annoyed at that mission. I kind of feel like there should be more to it. It just seems a bit too simple. It's like there should be more. Where's his boots? As Geralt said, there will be remains if he was eaten by wolves. I feel like we're missing something. Maybe it will come up later, I don't know. What I am seeing is there's a lot more humour in the DLC, it seems, in the way it writes the missions. And if you read the backstory to the missions as well, there's a lot more humour to that. Or so it seems so far. Right, where are we heading? We are heading round the water to this rune rite over here. Kathy, good evening, how are you? I'm not too bad, thank you, not too bad. Where are you, Roach? Come on. Stuff to do. At some point when we get the chance to put the stuff in our chest, we do need to drop off some gear. What are they? Oh, they're drowners. Oh no, they're neckers. Do I need to fight neckers? Not really. They're not going to do anything to us, I don't think, personally. So I think we're good just to move on and go. I could have fought them, but I don't. They seem quite low level. If you look, I saw the level pop up, and they didn't seem that strong. So they're not really worth the time to kill them, I don't think. And although we've made ourselves a little bit weaker by changing gear to lower gear for the DLC, I think we'd still easily kill them. Good. Good to hear. Right, so this rune rite, we're going to go and learn more about his craft, this mysterious person that's shown up. So this is a new marker, we haven't got this marker before. Oh, there's a couple of things here by the looks of things. So this is all a new area to us. We didn't, as I said on the map, when we first came to that bit, we fast travelled to up here in Brunwich. We kind of backed off the minute we could see it was DLC based. So there's a new mission to pick up here as well from the merchant, plus the rune rite who's in there. Let's speak to the merchant first.
You're a long way from Ophir.
A long way, and with
he is from Ophir. So Ophir is a new race of people that we met in the first stream of this DLC.
Ring to it. Not true in my experience, though. Faced plenty of risks. Honor, not so much.
We had a really good fight against the Ophir quite early on. Thanks for the like, much appreciated, otherwise.
Unknown, and bring glory to myself and my liege. The world we must explore, virgin lands discover, new knowledge garner among our brothers and to spread. For is there in life a beauty greater than to admire the new, to stand in awe of the never-ending creation of the world?
That mean I've landed in a camp of explorers and philosophers?
Indeed. Your customs we come to observe, knowledge to exchange, and goods, naturally, to trade.
Right, okay. Tell me about your homeland. I think that's an important thing first, because we don't know too much about the Aether and where they're from.
Your
We do have
homeland.
something to
Be
sell
glad
as
to
well,
hear
or a
some
couple of
tales
things to
about
sell.
it if you've got the time.
If time you have. For of my home I could speak until your ears withered, and your legs failed you. What here they call Ophir, in truth, is many diverse polities and peoples. A land it is of vast steppes, mountains forbidding, lakes clear as crystal,
Gonna get
and
into it,
wild
guys.
lands untouched.
Well, that's good though.
A
At least
land
you
of
got
fallen
back into gaming
empires,
via that. Though.
kingdoms
That's
at their
important.
peak,
Then.
and tribes that know no monarchs, yet remember in myth a time when the world was young.
You call any of these lands home?
Yes, a town with towers to make Nilfgaard weep with envy. Of philosophers, doctors, mathematicians, and mages an enclave. But about these last you should, my friend, interrogate, for one among them is he, a Runewright.
And that's the guy we're here to see. That's the guy we're here to see, the Runewright. We'll talk to him about his horse in a second. Let's just get rid of the gear we need to get rid of.
What did you bring from Ophir?
I'm really happy to be streaming. Yeah, it's weird. It was nice not having to choose between doing things with the boy and taking him to the park and stuff and streaming. So that was really nice not to have to make that decision. But yeah, it's amazing how much you miss something. That's the thing. Same way you said you missed it, but happy you got to spend time. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I wouldn't change it. The morphine is helping with the back. The foot it's had no effect on, but it's definitely taking the edge off the back, which is the important thing. So it just makes streaming a bit more comfortable. I say a bit. But yeah, I'm in my element when I'm streaming a game though. That's the thing. So we can get rid of the steel sword. We can also get rid of the Aetheri boots, and finally the Mahakaman trousers that have been trying to change for ages. Now get rid of those. We've got 14,000 crowns. I'm not worried about money. It's more the fact I want to get rid of gear that we don't want to keep. There is a saber here that's better than our current one. The only downside to when you go to the shop is you actually can't. Oh, you can compare. I was going to say you can't compare. So the Aetheri decorated saber is better than our current saber. I don't really want to buy weapons. I'd rather find them if possible, rather than buy them, I think. So I think we'll hold off. Tunic's the same armour. The Aetheri crossbow. The Aetheri blinders are less than ours, so we'll leave those. And the saddle is the exact same. I will buy the Gwent card while we're here. We haven't played much Gwent, but we can actually buy a diagram to craft a saber. They will require level 38, which is our level now. You know what? Let's buy the diagram. That costs us 2,000 crowns, but I think it's worth it. Buy those. What is lead? Don't need lead. I think that's it. Okay, we now just need to speak to him again. We do need to find a craftsman to make the saber.
Goods. You see worth in them?
Quite a bit, I'd say.
Ah, these are nothing compared to what I could offer had I not lost my prize
The first page was
diagrams.
about 12 hours.
How'd you lose them?
Oh, I thought he was on about
In our travels, I
Jedi,
and
to
my
be fair, Zeno.
companions surprise attacked by local ruffians were. The diagrams.
Oh yeah, no, it's
I bemoan
it's
not
nice
so
to,
much
like I
as
say,
I
it's
do
nice to
one
not
of my
have to make that
comrades.
choice more than anything else.
Violence.
Okay, oh, hang on. I want to ask about his horse, but we kind of came off the shop and it's gone for a different conversation. In thieves in our travels, I find kind of surprises. So some of his companions were attacked by local ruffians. They lost their diagrams they were carrying. These diagrams I might be able to recover them.
See if I can't find your diagrams. Recover them for you.
These
Always happy to try and help.
When followed, produce items worthy of a king.
I've got a feeling these are
Tell me where
probably
you were
decent
attacked,
gear by the
remember?
sounds of it.
A crossroads, not far. Forgive me. For this area I know poorly. Detailed directions I cannot provide. North of the spot stood a residence, near ruin.
Should be able to find it.
1 and 2 ago. A letdown for you, really? Oh wow, okay. I'm enjoying it so far, but I've been doing a lot of side stuff alongside the main story, to be fair. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. I was surprised you thought it was a letdown though. Oh, now we can ask about his horse.
Quite the mount you've got.
Ah, yes. A loyal friend I have in Babietza, and she is
Babietza.
wiser than many a man. Countless races we have won together.
So, an explorer and a jockey in one.
From where I come, small children.
You think too many
ride,
choices were a bit of a
gathering
slap in the
ease by a
face?
horse
Okay.
race not crowned.
I'll keep a look at it and see what we think. Oh, I don't want to race. I'm going to have to race the guy, aren't we? I hate horse races.
Heard a lot of good things about her.
Yeah, oh yeah, she's definitely like
that. Care to race?
Swift as the western winds are our mounts. To prove this would be an honor. So race
So we've got to
with us.
race the merchant to prove that we have better horses than the Ophiri do. Essentially, that's the point in it. Right, okay, I'm rubbish for horse races. Here we go.
Be swift. I will see full speed.
I'm trying to get a gallop off to start with to try and get a bit of a head start on him. As soon as our stamina starts dropping too low, we will have to slow down a little. Currently, though, we have got decent saddles and stuff, so stamina-wise, we're okay. Ignore the neckers in the field as well. Whoa! I got caught by the barrels there. What happened there? I definitely got caught by the saddles, by the barrels. Oh, come on. I got caught by them barrels and then got really awkward. There's a monster nest there we've got to go and clear in a little while. We'll go and deal with that. I've got past. I'm past. Got really caught up there with the barrels and stuff, and I just couldn't get back to where we were. We're back in the lead again. I've gone wrong. I've gone wrong again. I failed. I went the wrong way. I completely went the wrong way.
You won. Congratulations. And you were right.
I don't mind losing. We have failed a few quests for different reasons. More than happy for him to prove the Fury horses are good. Couple of 3 minutes I could go on and around about certain choices made and how they fit his character.
They fell prey to countless dangers.
Oh no, I understand that, Xeno.
Her milk fed them.
I'd be curious to talk to you about it once we've finished
And
it.
she let them saddle her.
To be
Warriors
fair.
they became, and gave fight to their foes. The myths teach us to respect our horses, noblest among all beasts.
I think I would have won if I hadn't taken the wrong turn.
Beautiful story.
Twice.
Thanks for that and the race.
But more than happy to fail, just for the fact we got to have a little conversation with the guy. Right, we're here for the rune rite. That's one of the reasons we're here. But we have also picked up a mission from the merchant as well about diagrams. We also obtained the diagram for sword.
Glory, its never-ending creation be praised. Farewell.
So that one day comes. I'll probably be done. That's fine. It's all good. Don't worry. I would guess maybe end of the week is my kind of expectation, knowing how short or length of the game. So I'm thinking end of the week I may know. I should be done, I would say, but we'll see. We got 5 morning streams next week, which is 3.5 hours a piece. In theory, we should have it done next week, I would say, but we'll see. Right, let's speak to the rune rite and see what he has to say. This is the mission we actually came here for,
and praise the world in its never-ending creation.
so we can learn more about what he does.
But honestly, world doesn't deserve much praise.
Nordlings. Disagreeable always. Faces crinkled, soured, ready to quibble to death even a simple greeting. But my tongue now has soured, while you for trade have come. Sadly, I can forge for you nothing. My belongings, tools inclusive, all lost.
Okay. Well, let's firstly learn what he actually does, because we don't know what he does.
You're a craftsman or a mage.
Your tongue has no word to fit my trade. A scholar and artisan I am. Part craftsman, part mage.
Okay.
Gematria, runecraft. Familiar to you are these words?
No. Runecraft seems pretty self-explanatory, though.
Yeah, runecraft I think we can figure out. The other one I'm not too
craft
sure.
Further ventures. Runes and glyphs I first make, then arrange into powerful magic words. Great practical applications as my art. For rune stones properly forged in a sword set so as to form a magic word. The blade more power grant than runestones set haphazardly. Such words too can of glyphs be made and set in armor.
So we can upgrade armor and weapons essentially with glyphs and runes to make them better.
Listen, folks sometimes hire me to solve their problems. Even retrieved a missing item or two in my time.
For me, this
some people don't like anyone that disagrees with their own opinion. That's the problem. I'm always happy to try and understand someone's point of view as well as express my own.
Not an option.
I think you've got to be open to how other people see and think of things. But yeah, there are people out there that don't like people having different opinions.
And all the coin that with me I had brought lies now in the murky abyss with my instruments.
Seems your skills could be useful to me. Given that, I'd be happy to help you out. What do you say I get you the coin you need? Could pay me back in runes and glyphs.
Is it certain, your offer? A great sum, I
absolutely agree with you there, Gaming, completely. Unfortunately, not everyone thinks like that, do they? That's the thing.
I make no mention of the more advanced or...
That's why gaming is so toxic in general, because people don't respect others' opinions. Okay, we need to give him 5,000 coins. That's fine, we've got plenty. Let's talk to him about the other two things first.
Can't help but wonder what brings you to our lands.
A simple thing. For knowledge, a thirst. All he could, my mentor had taught me. The tongues of our lands I'd learned. Of all our plants and animals, I know the names.
Risked that long a journey to learn new words?
A life of plenty I would have lived at home, for the beauty and import of my art are respected.
That's very true, Gaelic, very true. I think that's why we're quite lucky, I think.
Unfulfilled. Great and diverse is the world, for a pace continues its creation. A riddle it is, which through symbols speaks.
Yeah, no worries. Have a good evening, Crazy Irishman. I hope your wife gets better very soon. Thanks, Crazy Irishman.
By which it speaks to discover, their syntax to master. Through this, to learn the principles of creation.
Okay, and your art, talk about it like it's a religion.
The way you talk about your art sound more like a man of faith than scholarship.
Faith and scholarship for you lie in conflict. Yet in my land, holy men are scholars. Wisdom, their source of esteem.
The Aphiri believe in any gods?
From region to region, this varies. Raised I was to believe in one god, the world. Symbols are God's speech. To study his words
something then I'll
is
get
to
very
draw
passionate about it.
nearer to him.
Symbols, meaning runes and glyphs.
Mere sounds.
No, completely, Zeno. I get that, but unfortunately, like I say, not everyone's like that, are they?
To describe the world, yet a magic to them.
That's the unfortunate thing, is people just can't be that open when they discuss games. It's weird that it's always games that people get this kind of fixation on that makes them call people out over their opinion.
That is my benediction.
Okay, we're now given the money. And I've learned a bit more about him.
On me. Is enough?
Start it is.
A start it is.
Craft.
That's 5,000.
Do not end with coin. Need I shall also a jade stone of size substantial.
See what I can do.
And there we go. Enchanting has its price is a new quest, which I guess is for him. And quest updated that. I think that quest is finished because it's disappeared. There it is. So we need to go and find him this stone that he needs. I'm going to look in his box. I'm not going to steal anything, but I'm curious what's in there. Just a book. Okay. Right, so we did pick up 2 new missions there by speaking to the merchant and him. We also found a creature nest we need to go and deal with at some point. I think it's full of neckers, isn't it? Although it's now not showing up on the map. I swear we... Normally once you find a nest it stays on the map, but it's now no longer there. Because we only rode round here, I think. Did we not? Pretty sure we did. Or did we go further afield? I don't think we did. Okay, it's not there anymore. So, 33 is the main story level. Let's see what level these missions are. Rose in the Field is the same level. So, quality has its price, so we've got to find a pickaxe according to that. That is 32, so we'll do that first. And I'm pretty sure the other mission for the merchant was a treasure hunt, which is level 36. So we'll have to wait for that. And 33 for Afia's Distant Shores. So both of these two will have to hold off until we've done main story. But currently, enchanting, quality has its price. The room right mission that we just got. Disagreements are allowed, but it's just a game. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Disagreements can be allowed. Everyone's going to have a different opinion of the same thing. But it's understanding that opinion and not hating on someone for having that opinion. That's the difference, isn't it? I've mentioned that some people don't really care about Mars as a character. To guess what you're accused of bit, really? If you don't like a character, you don't like a character. That's not the end of the world. I think sometimes characters are very difficult to relate to, and that does make it more difficult to bond with that character and understand them a lot more. That's the thing. It's going to happen to everyone. So he told us we need to find this special jade that he needs. We also now need a pickaxe, which is supposedly here, to be fair. Supposedly I don't need to go far for this pickaxe. I think we just need a pickaxe in general, to be fair, to go and mine this jade for him. I've got a feeling this isn't going to be a simple thing of just going into someone and finding jade. Right, there's our pickaxe. And now we've got to acquire a hunk of jade.
Likely to find some small jade deposits northeast of Novigrad. Ought to try my luck there.
Okay. For some reason, Roach is getting a bit all over the place. So we're heading north to try and find some bits of jade. Let's see where we're heading. So there's 3 locations now we can head to try and find this jade. If we go to Yantra, and then we can ride out from there. 2 are there and 1's further north. What's the betting? The one the furthest north is the one we need to go to. We'll fast travel to Yantra, as that's the closest point we've gone. It's quite a distance from where we are, to be fair. So we'll fast travel Yantra, and then go from there, I think. Of all the you picked the popular one. Doesn't mean I don't understand how that's wrong. If you don't like a character, you don't like a character. Come on, Roach. Okay. At some point, so we need to find a blacksmith somewhere as well, because we can now craft this new sword that we got the diagram for from the merchant. I don't think there's a blacksmith here. No, that's a herbalist. Unfortunately, no blacksmith here. I'm sure we'll find one at some point. Okay. Let's get going and see if we can find this piece of jade. Not any old piece, a hunk of jade. Oh, that's a bit of a steep hill. No wonder Roach wanted to stop. Me trying to go off the beaten track, and Roach didn't want to go down there one bit. We go this way. That's why I prefer roads. So much easier to ride on. This is why I don't ride very often either. Okay, supposedly there could be some jade around here. What have we got here? There's something on the floor. Well, that's not a jade. What's this though?
Not much jade here. Need to keep
looking. So that's a small stone of jade. You can just see it. So jade is a mineral that I'm trying to think. I used to watch a program called Jade Miners or something similar, and they were mining Canada for jade. But it's something to do with the rocks being crushed together or something produces jade. It's wanted quite a bit in Japan and China. They pay a lot of money for jade over there. They make massive sculptures out of it. In this country, it's not that big a deal, jade. I wouldn't say it's worth very much in this country. But yeah, out there it's worth a fortune. Right. There's something in here, and this is where we're heading into this entranceway. I've learned a lot because I know that I don't have any malice. Oh yeah, no, I know what you mean. Does it really matter what someone else thinks of what you're saying? Not really. Okay, Igni back on. Oh, it's the insects. There's a hidden treasure in here, so we definitely got to go in. I don't think the jade's here. But there is hidden treasure in here instead, so let's go and deal with some insects. When I say insects, I should have said spiders. They're all spiders, aren't they? Oh, no! They're very squishy when you attack them. It sounds really squishy. They also don't like fire. Oh, I don't want to get surrounded. Don't let me get surrounded. Come on. I don't want them surrounding me if I can avoid it. Being surrounded is the worst thing. Come on. We'll pick up the bodies and stuff after we're done clearing them all out, I think. Oh, webbed me again. Get off. Right, that one's down. Come here. There we go. Right, I think there's more further in, but let's quickly grab what we can off the bodies here first. I don't think we're done by any stretch. I can't pick it up, can I? Because there's still more around. Okay. Yeah, there's more in there. We are going to be heading in there to see what else is there in a minute. Let's just grab everything off the bodies. It's a good job Cass isn't here. Cass isn't a fan of spiders. I think Cass has done the DLC. I wonder how he did this, because he doesn't like playing games with the spiders in them. Is this the hidden treasure here? No, a bent key and a yellowed letter. So what's the letter tell us? Mate. Always a good letter, so it starts off with mate. If you're reading this letter, it means you're a free man. Okay, it's not for us then, obviously. Knew Dragon Ball could never break you. I feel damn bad it was you they fingered back then. Fate's a bitch at times, ain't she? But you're a made man now. I hid your part of the loot in that cave. They wouldn't let us play in when we were young. It was full of the massive spiders then, but not a sign of the critters now. Hunters claim they've migrated elsewhere. Not enough to eat here, so they won't be coming back anytime soon. So it's safe, but the bad memories do a great job keeping out nosy hayseeds, making it the ideal hiding spot for loot. The chest is buried in the second part of the cave. Get it, and you'll be a rich man and can drink and wench to the end of your days. See you later, you know where. We'll bathe in wine and live in luxury. AD. Well, my guess is, I think he found out the spiders hadn't migrated because he's laying there dead. Or was that his mate coming back for his loot, potentially? It's one or the other, isn't it? Right, let's go into the next part of the cave and deal with the rest of these spiders. Because we need to grab this. I want to grab this treasure that's here. I can see you sneaking along over there, spider.
Come on.
That's another spider down. It's not going to be the last one. I'm pretty sure there's more. Grab the mushrooms over here too. It's more through there. I see you. You coming over here? You staying there? There's some jade here, so this is the jade.
Now to extract some.
I'm gonna regret pressing that button, aren't I? Hurry up and extract the jade. No, don't extract. Oh. So we have got some jade. It's not. I don't know if it's enough. I still want to go to the other location though. The other location was also marked up, and I wonder what else is there. Come on. This spider doesn't want me to use Igni on him. Oh, get off. Can't get close to this thing. Can now. No. This spider's too quick for me. There we go. Once you get Igni on the spiders, they don't last long after that, but it was just too quick at moving. I couldn't get close enough. But that's not all of them. There are still more here. As I say, we got some jade. I don't know if I remember on the map where the other location. The other location was up here, wasn't it? I think it was up there. I think it was. I want to say it was, because there could be something else at that location that I don't want to miss out on and not go there because we got that jade. Right, more spiders. We still haven't found the treasure yet. I see a spider. I know. Once you get a bit igny on the spiders, they're not too bad. It's obviously trying to get it on them is the problem. Oh, webbed. Oh. There we go. These are only small ones. I'm a little bit worried there's still a big one somewhere. Because I don't think that's all of them. Because I can hear something else in the cave. Okay. I don't know why the red mark's still showing there. There's something else in here. And I'm guessing it's a big one. This is my guess. How big is it going to be? Not that big. I was expecting big. I'm guessing where that shovel is where our treasure is. Whoa, that one jumped out. That is actually quite big. That's bigger than it seemed at a distance. That didn't look that big at a distance, did it? Managed to dodge its web at least. That one packs a bite. Ah, webbed. No. Not that time. Dodge, mate. Come on. I'm going to keep harassing it, otherwise it just webs and jumps. We are taking more hits because we have changed their gear to only use DLC based stuff that was required in the DLC, so we aren't as strong as we were during the main play. I don't think fire affects it. I think, despite using fire, I don't think it's actually affecting it. Not as much as the small spiders was anyway. Let's try Ard. Oh, obviously I need to have some Ard first to use. No. I'm dead. What I need Swallow. We have got Swallow on us, but not in the right position. I can never remember how to use a different one of these in battle, annoyingly. Oh, the protection sign, that would be handy, wouldn't it, actually? That's a good shout. There's a way of using these in battle, and I can never remember the button press. Yeah. Quen, isn't it? Right, we've got a shield on. I want the switch potions. Oh, and hold it. There we go, Swallow. Swallow heals us a lot quicker. The only thing with Swallow, it does give us a toxicity. Let's try fire. Shield jump. Just wait. When we get some health back, I'll be fine again. It's the lack of health is a concern. Let's go back to Quen. Shields on again. Back to Ignite. Come on. Bit of fire there, help. Toasty spider. It's about to attack, so I wanted to back off. Attack there. Oh, broke the shield. We got it. I think if you hadn't suggested Quen, I wouldn't have thought of it because I never used the Quen sign. It's just a sign I've never needed to use, or I never really thought about using. I think I need to think about using it a lot more than I have done previously. But yeah, thank you for the tip. Completely forgot about Gwen being there. I'm so used to just using Igni for everything. Right. 456 florins. Was that a treasure? I wanted weapons, gear. That's quite disappointing. I actually wanted gear for our treasure. There's stuff on the surface as well. But we got the money. And we also got the jade. That's the other thing, isn't it? The jade. But I still want to go and see what this other location has inside it, just in case there's something else there. If we don't go, we won't know what was there. You also avoided in your first playthrough, we discovered it. Yeah, I never used it at all during the first playthrough. I don't even think in the final fights, to be fair. But yeah, very handy to use now, since we're using lower weapons and stuff from the DLC. Definitely handy to be using that a bit more. Right, so definitely nothing else in here to pick up. Let's double check. Other than mushrooms. I don't think there is. There's stuff on the surface. I can hear that messing around up there. I think we are done in this cave. The treasure is... That was the treasure, annoyingly. Now, I'm pretty sure the third location for Jade was up here. So because of that, we're going to head there next. Because I want to see what was there instead. Obviously, we got the Jade from inside there. But I still would like to know what is there. So let's go and see what it is. Because I'm guessing it'll be something. It may not be. It may just be an empty house, I suppose. Oh, these are arachnids, aren't they? That's quite a high level one as well. Generally poisonous. Venomous Arachus. And oh gosh. Is it trying to lure me in or something? Just let out all that poison, didn't it, as well? It has poisoned us. Stuck in a tree. That is a big old creature. I don't think we've taken on other forms of these. I don't think that particular type. Doesn't like Igni, though. Out the poison. We've got to stay away from its web as well. Oh, it's got us. Is that leeching life when it webs us? Okay, I pressed the attack a bit there and that went badly. Yeah, you might want to run, Roach. Oh, I've got us again. It's not draining life when it webs us though. I wonder what it was doing. I think it is trying to pull us in. I see ya. Too far away. Oh, that was a bit of poison it released there, didn't it? Oh, I got us again. It's not actually hurting us though when it webs. By looks of things. I do love burning the thing though. Poison. Yeah, I don't think it's hurting us when it webs us. I see ya. It's more the poison we've got to watch out for, I think, than anything else. Oh, it's quick. Thought I'd better back off things. I knew the poison was coming. You see how it deflates its top of its shell? It's going after Roach. So when it releases the poison, it deflates its shell. And it inflates it again when the poison's ready to use. I think we just found some smaller ones. That's a drone. I packed a bit of a punch as well. Again, not a fan of Igni though. I want to pick up the rewards for killing the other one. So when that tail spins, we've got to watch out, because I think that releases poison too when that tail spins like that. We have dealt with these drones before, to be fair. The big thing I don't think we've seen. Right. Well, we defeated them both. It took a little bit, but we did it. Managed to defeat them both. That's the important thing. So, up here, I think, was where it was going to send us to look for the Jade. There's enemies here. Because I can see the red marker. Arachnid oil. We probably have got some arachnid oil. Insectoid, yes, we probably have. I keep forgetting I should put it on, to be fair. I should have put it on just then. We have got some, though. Hunter's Cottage. There's a bear here.
Not your lucky day.
Hello, Mr. Bear. As I say, we were being sent here for the Jade anyway, so I wanted to see what else was here. The bear's going down pretty quickly compared to the insect. Bear's down. Yeah, that bear went down pretty easily compared to the insects. Yeah, no, normally I would put it on, to be fair, but you can't do it. I don't think you can do it in battle. We normally, when we went on Witcher contracts and we knew what was going up against, I would put it on. Because it has helped. Enhanced cavalry saddle and a new sword. Okay, well he's obviously dead, so we can have a look what he's got in here. Assassin trousers. I'm guessing he was the hunter who the bear killed, by looks of things. Anything good in the sack? I'm not going to take just water for the sake of it. We don't need it. I think that's everything in here, though. So this is where it would have sent us for the Jade. Where would it have... Where would we be looking for Jade, though? Here. Anything on top of here? Can you apply whenever you want? Oh, really? I didn't think you could. Don't need dwarven spirits. As I don't like taking other people's stuff. So if we don't need it, and also I tend to loot too much rubbish. Right, there's nothing there. So I'm pretty sure this is where it was sending us. So would we have just faced the bear, I wonder? If we'd come here looking for the Jade. It does look like it. We would have ended up facing a bear. That's what it seems anyway. But you think we could put it on in battle? Well, next time we get into a fight with something, we'll have to have a look. Because, yeah, I've got just about... I think I've got every oil going, to be fair. We've got Necrophage, Spectre, Insectoid, Enhanced as well. Hybrid, Vampire, Drachnoid, Beast, Cursed, Ogroid, Elementa. I probably could upgrade a few of those as well, to be fair. I just keep forgetting about upgrading them. I know there's no karma system, but I just feel bad if I steal stuff. That's the thing. So we did pick up a new sword. It isn't as good as our equipped saber, so we won't bother equipping that. And trousers, we have got DLC trousers on now, and these are worse than what we're wearing. Although they are light armor, we'll leave the ones we've got on for now. And we can now fast travel back to the room right. We've now managed to gain some Jade from where the spiders were. And we gain a fast travel point at this one, so we can now head back. A little bit quicker than our journey there, to be fair. And go and see him and see if the Jade is enough. I know, it's one of those things. I know there's no right or wrong in this. But I just feel bad if I take stuff for the sake of taking it. I do loot a lot of rubbish, to be honest. So in some ways, stopping myself taking everything from people's houses is probably a good thing.
Coin by the look of things.
The return to my craft. Know you not the pleasure it brings. I thank you.
Don't mention it. How's the work going?
Several lesser runes I forged already. Practice, you see. Yet I sadden in thinking the tools and ingredients I possess are not fit to create better.
What's the better? We need to go and
Got
find
lucky.
some better tools.
Found you some jade. Here.
Thank you, I do. If you to gaze wish at my handiwork, to do so I invite you.
Okay, hang on. We've got to get 10,000 crowns to get the funds for the advanced tools. It's quite a lot of money. Admittedly, we could do it fairly quickly, I think. I've got lots of junk we could sell off. The rune light can enhance your items by fitting them with rune words and glyph words. These endow them with new powerful traits. To enchant an item, navigate to the rune light panel. So, when we get some Witcher gear, which I'm hoping we'll find some in the DLC, we'll use this to make it more powerful. I don't think it's worth doing on the Witcher gear from the main story, so I'm hoping to find some other stuff. Maybe the gear that we have to go and find the diagrams for the merchant would be the best benefit for this. Get that, to be fair, in Jedi Survivor have been really well played as a true Jedi, so it makes me want to actually help everyone. Yeah, exactly, that's the way it should be. But we need to get 10,000 crowns together. Let's ask him if he likes living here, and then we'll have a look at what he's got. And then we need to save up. We had no issue with money through the main story. Mainly because we never brought anything. We sold all the weapons we didn't use and stuff. Apart from all the swords and names that are now stored away in a chest. But money was never an issue. But now we actually need it for something. We haven't got it.
Tight-lipped, closed within.
But I'm sure we can get it pretty quickly.
But on the horrid conflict this I blame.
Okay, let's see what he's actually managed to do. Like I say, I don't think there's any point in enhancing gear we currently have on us. I don't need to help us. So, he has all these runes. The thing is, we have loads ourselves. We need 3,000 crowns. Yeah, we've got all these runes and stuff already, to be fair. There's plenty of them that we've not really used. We only used them in the final battle and put it on the gear we was wearing at the time, and that was it, to be honest. So none of these really are a big deal for us. Lesser glyph infusion used to craft gear and items. Lesser runestone crafting component. I don't know what they're for. I'm curious. He can actually craft armor as well. That's interesting. I didn't think he would. I suppose it does make sense, I suppose. It means he can probably repair our armor as well. He can actually craft weapons as well. Because he's an amateur smith. Interesting. Can he? He can't craft a new sword we got with the diagram though. I was seeing if he could craft that, but he can't. He can repair everything though. Repair all will be 354. It's a lot, isn't it, when you want to repair your goods? Enchanting. Let's have a look at what enchanting is at the very least. Enchanting. So, oh wow, this is completely than what I was expected. So, you can enchant items to fit them with rune words or glyph words. These cannot be used simultaneously with runes or glyphs. Okay, so the rune stones and stuff we have are ingredients for this. When you enchant an item, any runes or glyphs it is currently filled with will be destroyed. Items that can be embedded with rune words and glyph words and thus enchanted appear here. Only items possessing 3 enhancement slots can be enchanted. Okay. This is the list of rune words and glyph words that can be fitted in an item's sockets. Rune words are used to enhance weapons, glyph words enhance armor. A description of the selected enchantment appears here along with its cost. Enchantments of various levels of rune right can enchant an item of your choice only once he has reached a level equal to or higher than the level of the enchantment he is to cast. Okay, so this is an amateur rune right, so he won't be able to craft the best runes. He'll only be able to do the basic ones then. Enchantments on this can be added, removed and filtered. So preservation. Armor's table and grindstone bonuses never expire. That's quite cool, that one, actually, to be fair. Dumplings. Any food consumed regenerates 400% more vitality, but everything tastes like ferocious. I don't know what that means. They're runestones we don't have, though, strangely. Placation. Once they reach the maximum level, adrenaline points suddenly decline to reach 0. During this time, vitality and stamina regeneration are accelerated and toxicity declines more quickly. Interesting. Deflection. Armor deflects all arrows. That's quite a handy one to have. Heft. All equipped armor items are treated as heavy armor. We don't want that. We do not want everything being treated as heavy armor. Obviously, you get a better armor level for it, but not good. In enemies with ARD, reduce their stamina by 100% for depletion. An enemy affected by Axii dies, the effect transfers to the nearest target. That's quite cool if you use Axii quite a bit, to be fair. Ignition. This is one we want for us. Enemies set alight with Igni have a 100% chance to ignite other enemies within a 2-yard radius. We want Ignition. We are missing the lesser glyph of warding, to be fair. But we can put it on the stuff we're not using. That's all we can really put it on. It's all the stuff we're not using now. Is the stuff we can put it on. It's all the pre-DLC stuff. We can also add sockets. So you can pay to have the weapons and gear. You can pay to add the free sockets needed to them, so that you then can enchant them. What I didn't think about is we can actually sell. Why did that? Oh, it's the sword we're using, isn't it? Pang of Conscience, yeah. Sell that sword. I didn't think about this. We could have actually sold these. There we go. I could probably make the 10 grand quickly. What I'm guessing is, if we give him the 10,000, he then becomes the next level up from amateur. Is it novice next? Or is novice the base? I don't know if novice is under amateur or above amateur. But I'm guessing 10,000 crowns, he levels up. So he can then go to the next level of words and stuff, is my thinking. That's what it seems like anyway. As I say, I've got a lot of stuff I can sell, but I don't think there's much point at the moment. We did also pick up these. I don't know if they're better than what we're using. No. Hang on. The enhanced cavalry saddle is better than a master crafted one. How is that better than our master crafted racing saddle in enhanced cavalry? Oh, it's a cavalry, that's why. So we can give more stamina to Roach, essentially. But as I say, we've got loads of random stuff that I've picked up over time. A lot of this, though, I don't want to get rid of because they've been broken down. That's why we can't sell that stuff. But we can sell all our alchemy ingredients stuff. I don't really want to waste any of those by selling them either. We'll be fine leveling them up, I'm sure. So we need 10,000 crowns next time we return to him to level him up.
Best not cause any trouble at the end.
But that's quality at its price mission done for him. Quickly, while I remember, because I will forget, because now we've just realised we can actually put a different saddle on Roach. That's better. It's not what I wanted to do, but there we go. Where's his saddles? So we were using our racing saddle. Stamina is only 55 for the racing saddle. Cavalry saddle gives us a higher level. The horse trophies that are constantly on Roach, I've just kind of left that as the last one we did, to be fair. Blinders, we could probably sell the blinders, to be fair. They don't help us in the slightest, but there we go. They do take a weight as well, strangely. Okay, what are we doing next? We've got about half an hour, so I think we're on to Dead Man's Party, which is the main story bit again. We could go back and talk to Shani about the Von Everett family crypt. So, several tasks, and one of these was to show his brother. So, if you missed the first stream of the DLC, the main story seems to revolve around a group of people and a new race of people, essentially. We were kidnapped, we then fought them on the beach, but before that, we were asked this mirror man who appeared to help escaping from captivity. So he did in his own twisted way. But it was at a cost, and we agreed, hence the runes on the side of our face, to do tasks for someone else, if I remember correctly. And the guy we've got to do his task for, some of his tasks are near enough impossible to actually complete, but that's the whole point, because we're not free from the Mirror Man's grasp until we fulfill these tasks for this other person. So one of these was to show his brother Vladimir the time of his life. Well, Vladimir is dead, so showing him the time of his life is going to be tricky. I know from many pleasant personal experiences, the Witcher, grim as he may sometimes seem, is more than capable of arranging a fantastic night out. In this case, there was one particular tricky catch. Vladimir was dead. As a first step to overcoming this obstacle, Geralt decided to go see Shani, who, as a Redanian subject, an Oxenfurt resident, and a woman of great learning, might have some information about where Vladimir is buried. So the first thing is to find the body, and then we can work out how we can show him a good time after that. So yeah, I think that's where we're at then, main story. So for this, we need to travel down to here. And also there's is that a blacksmith there? There's a grindstone. I don't think there's a blacksmith, is it? It's just a grindstone. Armor's table. That's annoying. I want to craft this new sword, but we can't get it. I don't want to just go somewhere for the sake of going there though either. So it seems we can now head on out and go and see Shani and see if we can find out where Vladimir is buried as the first step to showing him a good time. I completely forgot about the main story, mainly because the way we play is to do everything under the main story level first. I completely forgot that we've been tasked these 3 tasks until we're now on one. It's like, oh yeah, that's the whole point, is these 3 tasks. Now we hear, sometimes they won't show a blacksmith until you actually hear, but I don't think there is one here though. No. Okay, so let's go and find out where Shani is. And hopefully then we can get some help in trying to find the body, and then I don't know how we're going to throw him a party or show him the time of his life. It kind of doesn't quite work, does it? We'll have to try and figure it out, I think.
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be
Shani was someone who was with us previously. When we were captured, we told her to run away.
Your service will be recognized.
We were captured because we killed the prince, who had a curse put on him to be a toad. We killed the toad, which killed the prince of the Etheri. Hence why he was abducted.
Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
What's your business?
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
What do scholars look like?
Interesting. Curious to know. What do scholars look like to your mind?
Well, all that reading's hard on the eyes, right? So they wear spectacles.
Oh, aye.
That's
Thick
it.
ones, propped on wrinkled noses, and their clothing frumpy at best.
Who've they got to dress up for? The books?
Fascinating, really. But if I were you, I'd make sure no medic ever overhears you.
Huh? Why's that?
Because when you get cut in a battle, she might just refuse to stitch you back up.
He's got a point.
Lucky bastard, with you. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right? Admit it. You fancy it too, eh?
She's beautiful, but not your business.
Sorry, none of your business.
Come on. This some kind of secret? You embarrassed? She's quite fetching, and you're, well, none too handsome, but a witcher. Lasses like your type. Come
Do they?
now.
Really?
Fess up. You fancy her or not?
I don't want to say she's not our type, but I think that's the only option, really.
There's no denying her beauty, but
We have our long-term
Talking out your
muse,
arse, mate.
should we say, from the main story.
Passing on quite the catch. She looked at me like she does you. I'd not dally long thinking.
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
serving the Redanian cause now?
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kedwenis, Edirnian, elves, dwarves, halflings, the same. Come on, Geralt. You know me.
Let's learn a bit about what she's been up to in the years between seeing her.
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other. Must have been in Vizima.
I'm
Yes.
guessing if you played the first two
Yes.
games, you'd probably know a bit more about
When
her.
it was ravaged by the
But this is the
Kedrian,
only Witcher game I've played, to
Feels
be
like
fair.
a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt, proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice. Shortly thereafter, war broke out, and I was press-ganged into the Redanian Medical Corps.
Yeah, classic Radovid.
Can't complain, really. I've lived at home since the fighting subsided, resumed my practice, and simply treat the ill. Though I must always be ready, for at any time the Redanians might knock with some painfully urgent assignment.
Right, we need her help.
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't a social call. All right. Tell me what you need. Is it at all related to that mark on your face?
Just a little bit.
And you must tell me what happened in the sewers.
We'll tell the truth. I always tell the truth where possible. I killed a prince and was taken prisoner.
Where do I start? Alright. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad. And this toad was actually a prince. An Ophiri one at that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
She doesn't believe us.
It's the truth. Uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured me. Man named Gontaro Dim freed me.
Who's this?
So a merchant of mirrors, someone powerful. I don't really know. We don't really know who he is.
Frankly, I don't really know. He
He's
helped
definitely
me out
not
of
a
the
merchant of
bind.
mirrors, though.
Now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost? How do you intend to do that?
I'm not sure.
Not my chief concern at the moment. Gotta find his grave and summon him first, then we'll see.
But that's necromancy. It's extraordinarily risky and involves higher magic.
Odim told me how to do it. No sorceress or necromancy involved. Gave me this concoction that summons ghosts. I'll need a censer too.
Well, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy. I can fetch it for you.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
That's not what we
But I
need
still
from you,
don't
really.
like this.
Me neither.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options. Gotta summon that ghost.
I understand. Whose ghost is it?
Olgierd von Evereck's brother.
Von Everett.
She knows
In
of
my
him.
third year at Oxenfurt, we had to choose an elective. My options were Pearls of Wisdom from the Hierarchs, or Famous Redanian Dynasties.
She chose the
chose the
dynasties, yep.
Here it is.
She knows the name, though.
Von Igrid, Von Estiken, Von Everett. It says Olgierd had a brother named Vladimir. He lies in the family crypt near their manor.
Thanks. Knew I could count on you. I'm off.
The crypt's described as quite a work of art. I'd love to see it. Why don't I bring the censer? We can meet at the entrance.
She's going to meet us there, then, by the sounds of it. There's a chest staring me, just right there. I can't look what's inside. I don't want to steal anything, I just want to see. What's the note? The wedding invitation, I'm not taking it. As I say, I don't steal anything, but I don't mind looking to see if there's something of use. So this is her clinic that she's helping people. Let's keep away from all the sick people, shall we? Although we're a witch. I don't think can witches get sick? I'm not sure if they can or not. So we need to head to the family crypt, which is to a new place I've not been before. we can fast travel to Erd and then head north to there. I've got a feeling whatever we're about to face could be pretty tricky. But we shall see. We've got about 20 minutes, so hopefully we've got time to get a bit more of it done. Where is the fast travel point? Around the corner, essentially. So we get to the fast travel point. We'll head to the nearest place we've got nearby, and then head to the crypt. And we'll meet Shani there. Could do with a blacksmith to craft this new sword, to be fair, but I don't really want to go out of our way too much, as that kind of takes us away from the actual DLC. So we'll go to Erd. Erd is where we went to find the apprentice of the herbalist. That was the mission we first did this evening. That's that village there. Right, let's go and ride to the crypt. We haven't been to this crypt, so hopefully we'll get a new marker once we're there. Obviously, if we come across something on the way, we'll stop and deal with it, as always. But it is the crypt we're going towards. Curious to what we're going to find inside, and how we're going to show a ghost a good time. That's the bit I don't really know at this point. But I'm sure Geralt will find a way. He generally always does, to be fair. Oh, that's a lot of enemies up there, isn't there? Saw the little red markers on the mini-map. Oh, that's an arrow. I've just been shot. Who shot me and where are they? It's up there, isn't it? Bandits? Fallen Knight? It's a bandit camp. That's who shot us. Alright, Igni's on.
How do you wish to die?
By burning you all.
Faster, for fuck's sake!
The arrows that have done the most damage to us, to be fair.
Spells!
So try and stay from fire on people is brilliant. Oh. But there is more of them than there is us.
Spells!
Don't know where the bowman's gone either. The bow guy is there. In fact, it's his own guy. Right, one down. Arrows. The arrows are what's going to cause us a big issue if we're not careful here.
How do you wish to die?
I don't really wish to die, to be fair.
For fuck's sake!
Right, got the guy behind the shield to deal with. Come here. Right, shield guy's down. Arrow guy's still got to deal with. Where is he? Oh, it's a crossbow. No wonder it's really powerful. It's a crossbow. That's why it was doing so much damage. Crossbow no longer though. Right, we'll loot the bandits and take their chest. A boots diagram untranslated. I wonder if that's one of the diagrams for the oh, there's still one left. I wonder if the diagram is one of the ones we need to collect for the merchant after they were robbed. Come on. Got a feeling if he swings that hammer, we're going to get hurt. That's a bit of a nice finisher, actually. I like that. That was a cool finisher in the end. Right, so I'm guessing that might be from the merchant stuff. Order the Flaming Rose Armor. We'll have a look at that. Crumpled letter and some other bits and pieces. It seems Elgar hid some upgrades to his gear in the area around Kier Moorhead. No, that's not the right one, is it? No. Ah, Wolf School gear upgrade diagrams. So we've just gained the quest for the upgrade to the Wolf School gear. We have got some of the Wolf School gear already. Back in Carmel, but we haven't got the upgrades. We also stopped wearing them because we wanted stuff in the DLC, but we'll probably go and get the upgrades at some point before we finish The Witcher for good. Right, is there anything else to here to pick up? I don't think there are a few things actually. What's in that back one? Right, the bodies are the important thing because they're going to have weapons and stuff we can sell. Remember, we need to make 10 grand to help to get the rune right leveled up. And I'll check what we've picked up to see if anything's better than what we're using. I don't think it's going to be. Order the Flaming Rose Sword. Notes. Okay, there's notes about obtaining acid from a bee venom. They were being stung by bees a lot by the sounds of things. But at least we've got the chest with the upgrades on it. Obviously, that's something we could have easily missed if we hadn't stopped to deal with these guys. I only stopped because they shot an arrow at us. If they hadn't shot us with an arrow, we probably wouldn't have stopped, to be fair. Because I wouldn't have known they were there. Right, come on, Roach. We're going to carry on to the family crypt.
Giddy up.
Actually, while we're on Roach, let's quickly check the stuff we picked up. So, we got a new sword. Order the Flaming Rose Sword is better than our Fairy Decorated Saber. There's 16 more damage. We might need to fix it though if we're not careful. It is a steel sword for humans. So, we'll start using that one then. The Blackjack we picked up is lower than what we're using anyway, but we're too low a level to use it strangely, which is weird to see us being low level again. And we have got heavy armor, main armor. It's 9. I'm gonna have to use it, aren't I? I said I'd keep changing whenever it was better. It's actually not. It's worse in the actual bonuses though, and it's heavy. But there we go. We'll put it on for the time being, and hope we come across something else pretty soon. I think the actual wolf armor is the actual one we've got there. Yeah, mastercrafted. So that is the wolven armor we managed to achieve during the main story and the main playthrough. So to find some of the upgrade hunt bits out and about, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that, to be fair. I'm still hoping there is actual Witcher gear as part of the DLC, but there might not be. If there isn't, it kind of gets rid of the fact that I said I'd change all my armor all the time. Because I was hoping for Witcher gear, and that would give more purpose to it. Right, we are here. This is the family crypt. I'm going to give it a quick save before we do too far. Because if we die, we're going back a long way. Because you always load your last save. Although it would do an auto-save, to be fair. But we've got about 15 minutes, so hopefully we can get this mission done.
Never seen this side of you.
What side is that?
Making a garland.
Your romantic side? Used to seeing you surrounded by bandages and medicine vials, often covered in blood.
Well, that's because you usually come round while I'm at work. Off duty now. Waiting for you, weaving a garland for the wedding.
Never mentioned you were getting married. Wedding hues, it's coming out nicely. There was a wedding invitation next to her bed. I didn't want to pick it up because it means looting it.
A wedding? Whose?
A dear friend's. From the academy. Speaking of which, would you go with me?
That was your notice.
Wait. That was your notice?
What notice?
The one posted by the 7 cats. Need a beau to accompany me to a friend's wedding.
Ah, yeah.
Of any intelligent, amusing, handsome, none too old nor none too young man owning at least one decent-looking frock.
No, that's not mine. So, will you go with me, or not?
Can't really say no to her, can we?
Sure, why not?
Wonderful. So, it's a date.
It's not a
Remember,
date.
bring the sensor.
Of course. Some
Yeah, I can't
soldiers
really say
nearly caught
no.
me slipping it into my satchel.
It's something else we'll get to see because of
Wasn't
it,
sure
so
what you needed it for.
that's always a plus point.
So I also took a mix of amber, aniseed, and juniper. All rather smoky when lit.
Thanks. Might come in handy.
Shall we?
Let's go.
Okay, into the crypt we go.
The tome was spot on. This is impressive.
Yeah, too bad it's falling apart.
The family hit on hard times. No coin to splurge on such luxuries.
She knows a bit about the family then.
Ooh, that looks just a little too creepy for me.
Don't have to come if you don't want. Wait here.
I like that idea.
She's going to wait here because it's too
If there's
creepy.
any trouble, just yell.
If there's any trouble, just yell. She won't be coming down. Okay, into the crypt we go.
This is no crypt. It's a full-blown mausoleum.
Okay, let's light the torches at the very least. There might be stuff to pick up in here, so it's worth a looking around as well. I don't know if looting from the dead is a bad thing, like the crowns and stuff. It probably is. Oh, we've got a sword. Yeah, looting from a crypt is probably really bad. But it's a bit like I've just done it. Right, we need to find a key for that doorway. Probably shouldn't be picking up the money either. Let's have a quick look at the sword. Because I don't know what we're going into, I want to be prepared with the best stuff we can. DLC based. The Order of the Flaming Rose sword, we've just found a sword already better than it. It's the Aetheri Kilish steel sword. Armor piercing's pretty good. So we have a new human sword. Okay. I've got a feeling there's going to be a few things to do in here.
Knew this wouldn't be easy.
Ah, wraiths are bad. We need Yerden. We can only damage. Oh, we can damage them when not in the trap. So some of these we've had to face previously couldn't be damaged without being into a magic trap. I think we do more damage when they're in the trap, to be fair. Yeah, we do a lot more damage to them when they're in the trap. No, is there another one coming in? Yeah, another one coming in. Wasn't expecting double swing there. Okay, I think that's all of them.
Last of the surprises. Sure hope so.
Yeah, that's not going to be the last surprise, is it?
Around.
There's going to be more surprises yet, I'm pretty sure. Right, we know we need a key for the other gate. There's also several chambers off here. So, let's have a look around the chambers first. Before we do what he wants us to do, make sure we've checked everywhere else out as well. I always said I wouldn't steal anything in this, and yet I'm stealing coins.
Eulalia von Everek. Died in 1250.
Okay. Yeah, taking the coins from the dead probably isn't what we should be doing, to be fair.
Kestatis? Not who I'm looking for.
Yeah, we haven't found the guy's body yet. Who's in this one?
Old tombstone. Inscription's almost worn off completely.
Okay, we know there's something in the middle of the room we've got to look at. I'm just trying to have a look at everything else first. I know I can blow that door through. There we go. I think this is... Oh no, there's someone down there. We've got a crypt key. Okay, cool. We found the key we needed to get through the other room. I'm guessing this is a tunnel out. I don't know if there's anything else I need to pick up, so let's have a quick check on it. We know we've got to do something else in the mausoleum, so we'll head back in a second. There's another tunnel that way. Obviously, we get to a point we can't go any further, we'll head straight back. But I want to make sure there's no hidden chest or anything we haven't seen. Like these down here, essentially. Hardened trousers. I think that is... I don't know, still another tunnel going this way. Found a few things in here, actually.
That stench.
Ah, spiders. Should have known there'd be spiders in there, to be fair. I've swapped back to Igni. We know spiders don't like Igni. Spiders are down. There's more coming in. I think that's all of them. That wasn't too bad, to be fair, the four of them. Probably should have tried putting the oil on, shouldn't I, at that point? That was what we said before about putting the oil on during a battle. I didn't know if we could do it during a fight. That would have been the ideal time to try it, to be fair. We have found a few items. We'll have a look at those once we see what else is in here. Are we heading back into the mausoleum? I'm not actually sure where we're going. I think we are. We are back in the mausoleum, but it's a different part of it. So it wouldn't let me. It just kept showing yellow, and then wouldn't let me actually do anything there until I got everything else picked up around it. Right, what else is in here? Emerald diamond, emerald ring. We haven't found the an emerald. Nice. We haven't found the actual crypt of the person we're here to give a good time to. To be fair, found anything other than that. Did we check down here last time? We did, didn't we? Yeah, we've been down there. That's everything kind of looked round, I think. I think that's every kind of inch checked. Oh, no, it hasn't. Don't think we've been this way. No, we haven't. Gold mug. I'm probably... Considering I won't steal from houses, I'm more than happy to steal off the dead. It's a bit weird, isn't it, I suppose? Just make... It's there, and it's not... I don't mind stealing from a house once we know everyone in the house is dead. That kind of makes sense in my head. We are just about out of time as well for tonight. I don't think we've got enough time to do this. Okay, that's worse than the Order of the Flaming, so we'll keep the Flaming one for the time being. Trousers, worse than the New Moon trousers, which are DLC, so that's fine. These ones, they're worse as well. Okay. Let's see how long. I don't know how long it's going to take. Let's have a look.
Fire, lit in honor of the dead. Old custom.
So we need to light it. No?
Votive fire, lit in honor of the dead. Old custom.
Oh, sorry about that. I normally throw my headphones off, but I didn't know that was sneaking up on me, to be fair. Okay. We've searched the crypt, or at least I thought we had. But we may have missed something, I think. Oh no, there's one over here. This, I reckon this one's the guy that we're looking for.
Honoratina, loving
No,
wife of Castatis,
not that one.
died in 1257.
What about the one over here?
Alexei, age 19, beloved son and brother.
No, not that one. It's in this room, because we've already checked the other ones, haven't we?
Probably shouldn't touch that.
Shouldn't touch the sword.
Vladimir von Everett,
There we go, we found his body.
Bohumil and Christina. There you are. Now for the ritual. Gotta spread the incense throughout the crypt, every room.
Okay, we've got to spread incense. Prepare it by using it in the appropriate slot. Okay. So we need to now... The sensor's there. So we need to go and place incense in every room in the crypt. Essentially, so... that wasn't what I wanted to do. Yeah, it's because my crossbow's on it still. There we go. That's one room done.
Life and death, fire and blood. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
That one.
Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought.
That one done. One more here.
Arise as a friend, for I am no foe. Return and walk midst the living, ye who hath departed. Arise as a friend, for I am no foe.
Is that enough?
Arise from the dust, ye whose blood I have brought. Life and death, fire and blood. Time to light the votive fire.
Okay, let's put that away. I think we're about to meet the brother.
Fire and blood.
So we're rapidly running out of time.
Death.
We'll finish off this mission before we finish.
Whose blood I have brought.
Unless we have to go elsewhere, then we'll probably stop at that point. But we should be able to see the end of this at least. I don't know how we're going to show him a good time though.
Life and death.
You have summoned me, stranger. Why?
Name's Geralt. Came to wake the ghost of Vladimir von Everett.
Who you are, and why you've come matter little. For you'll not leave this place alive.
Are you Vlad's ghost?
Who asks after my grandson?
It matters not, Honoratina. What I wonder is how this mortal obtained the family's blood. For von Everett's rise only for von Everett blood.
True. Yet to my knowledge, only one of our line yet lives. Olgierd.
Then we converse with the man who spilled the blood of your grandson, Castatis.
I think we stole the blood.
Mean none of you are Vladimir? It's Olgierd, his brother, who sent me.
You will meet Vlad soon enough. Yet Olgierd, you will never see again.
I think you're right. The voice acting I think is really good.
For Olgierd's blood.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting, isn't it? Fighting ghosts.
What now, you?
They're not that strong, to be fair, although they all have a variety of weapons.
You die here, vagrant!
Come on. Right, one down. Should have blocked that. The only one I can't block is that big hammer, I think. There we go. That's all of those down. Yeah, I think some of the voice acting and some of the stories they tell are really good.
My. Ornery whoresons those von Evericks, eh?
Who are you?
The rogue you seek. Vladimir von Everett, brother to Olgierd.
Can't shake
I can't even
hands.
scratch my stones. though in point of fact, they've not itched much since I died.
Didn't want to fight your family. They started it.
I'm dead, not blind. I preferred to see how you'd handle those snobby pricks. And Grandmum, too. Besides, what harm could you do them? They're dead as it is.
He's got a point. No. There's a lot more humour in this DLC than the main game had, to be fair.
Now tell me how you came into Olgierd's blood. If you hurt him, I fear I shall have to kill you.
Got it from a
I was going to say, it's not going to happen.
acquaintance of mine and Olgierd's. I'm here on important business.
I'm a swiving corpse, with no interest in important matters, yours or any other buggers. The sole thing I miss is feasting, corporal diversion, so to speak. But alas...
Folk come here often.
Get a lot of visitors?
All the things to ask.
Not often. For when someone does drop by, the whole band comes out to play.
Fun-loving family.
True. We're famed for our love of revelry and rumbles. We von Evericks have brawled and raided for generations. It's tradition. Naturally, with raids comes loot, so we always had the means to celebrate right lavishly. Towards the end of my life was when things went sour. But no point poking at old wounds. Just days before I died, my brother claimed he'd found a way to dig us out, restore our state.
Yeah, that would be the Mirror Man, I think, is who he means there.
Your brother sent me.
How is the old rogue? What I wouldn't give to ride by his side again.
No chance of that happening. Could experience something else, though. Something a corpse should find interesting.
Interesting? Out with it.
Good point. What do you have in mind? Because I've got no clue. Alright, we've got a couple of things first. How'd you die?
Don't mean to pry, but just a little curious how you died.
Ah! No need to be shy. Folk love such stories. I'd love this one too, but not to end with my death.
So how'd it happen?
On raids, it was our custom to storm the alderman's hut, and then order the local clubs to bring us kegs of spirit. And provide willing wenches to squeeze and churn about. Then, sadly, an ambush. Outmanned 5 to 1, we were overwhelmed. They killed me, crushed my skull like an eggshell between an upturned oak table and the stone floor.
That's not a nice way to go, is it, by the sounds of it?
Listen, it feels like I should know Olgierd better. Tell me something about him.
Oh, a fantastic chap. A true cavalier. You won't find another like him in all Redania. The best there is for a drink or a brawl. We were pups when we started riding out on raids. Wet behind the ears. Borderland villagers shat their trousers at the very sound of the word Olgierd. I was his second in command, leading a band of rogues who'd ride through fire for us.
Sound like common bandits. Any difference?
Us? Bandits? Watch your words. True, some of our swordsmen were mindless brawlers, but not Olgierd. Always curious, took an interest in all things. He devoured books, adored paintings, and loved the most beautiful maid in the world.
Okay, now we're going to tell him what we're here for.
Listen, Olgierd gave me a job. Odd as it may sound, I need to show you the time of your life.
Is that so? Now that, sir, is a brother. I've been dead for years, yet he still looks after me, after my spirits. How much time do we have?
Think one night should do the trick?
Splendid. Wait just a moment while I hoist my saber and...
Surely you can't hoist a saber.
What the blistering
Yeah, I was going to say, you can't, can you?
You're a ghost. Can't grab things.
I keep forgetting.
But how am I to revel and rock and fuck? Can't lift a tankard to my lips. Can't wield a saber. Can't squeeze a wench as we dance a jig.
Guess you'll have to do without. Let's go.
I go nowhere. You're to see I enjoy myself, correct? Well, then think of a way to make it possible.
How?
Revive my flesh.
What?
No can do. Besides, body's probably decomposed.
Yeah, that kind of thing is necromancy, and we don't really want to deal with that.
With another way. I'll not go anywhere in this state.
Guess I could bring you someone to possess. Stop complaining, let's go. I kind of do want to turn to stop complaining and just go, but I don't think it's going to work. I'm going to not stop complaining and see what happens.
Come on, we're wasting time.
I'm not to waste time. Sir, time is all I've left.
You this big a pain in the ass when you were alive, too?
Do not anger me, boy. If I've but one night,
boy.
I want to revel properly. Not
never thought anyone would call Geralt boy.
So what do you propose?
I've an idea.
Oh no, not gonna happen.
Oh yes. Yes it is.
He's possessed us. Whereas we had the option of saying, we'll bring you someone to possess.
Wake up! Open your eyes! Where are the smelling salts?
Death was a small price to pay to lie on a lap so lovely, and so near the wonders concealed a bit higher.
I'm hoping she knows that's not us.
Yes, as soon as I laid eyes on you, promise to stay and stroke my chin, and I shall spend the rest of eternity in a hound's body, trotting along by your well-turned calves.
Geralt? What's happened to you?
Geralt? I'm Vladimir.
What?
Blast. Fine, give me a moment. Yeah, definitely don't like being possessed.
I wasn't expecting that.
You'd not have fainted had you not resisted so fiercely.
Oh boy, I know.
Geralt, care to explain what's going on here?
It's Ogid's brother's fault.
It's his fault.
A pleasure to meet you, my sweet.
Well, at least we're not possessed any longer.
His. You know, Olgierd's brother.
Geralt, there's no one else here.
She can't see him, can she? We
Your
can.
lovely maiden friend can neither see nor hear me. There's potential in that.
Let's leave her out of this. Let's set some ground rules.
Need to set a few ground rules.
And I needn't do a thing save have the time of my life, which is exactly what I aim to do.
You're testing my patience.
As you are mine. Can you please explain what's going on here?
Oh, fiery. Temperament matches the drapes.
Listen, I'm supposed to show Vladimir von Everec the time of his life. Turned out, he's a ghost. So, willing or not, I gotta lend him my body.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you're possessed?
Not at the moment. Just now he's standing next to me, coyly grinning at you. But off and on, he'll enter my body. So anything I say or do will actually be him. His mind, his intent.
But what if I want to talk to you, not him?
Well, she should approach me and ask me to jump out for a bit.
Just come up and ask him to leave for a while.
I see.
Splendid.
Right then, sugar plum. What say you we leave this dank crypt? There's a charming grove nearby where kisses taste sweeter than anywhere else in the world.
I take it you're Vladimir now. Doesn't seem like I'll have trouble telling you apart
Yeah,
from Geralt.
she'll definitely be able to tell us apart, I'm pretty sure. Geralt's a bore.
My sentiments exactly.
The mission's cool, isn't it?
You and me.
Not what I was
This
expecting.
Witcher fellow is an awful bore.
Only sometimes.
Ha! Seems we're kindred spirits. So, off to the nearest hedgerow?
I'm afraid I have to turn you down, dear ghost.
A shame. In that case, point me to the nearest brothel.
I've got a better idea. Just before Geralt entered the crypt to summon you, I invited him to my friend's wedding.
Oh no.
Good heavens. That's damn good luck. No better dancer in all Redania than Vladimir von Everec. My ginger muffin.
She's really inviting the ghost of Vladimir to a wedding.
Others.
Wonderful. I must stop by my home first and change. So, we'll meet at the temple.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Why not?
I'm not fond of temples, see? When alive, I'd only set foot in one to loot it. And in death, I find I despise them all the more. Could we not meet after the ceremony, go straight to the feast?
I know, I did spot that.
Seems we've no other option.
Splendid. Then I shall see you at the wedding manor.
I can't believe she's actually inviting the ghost of Vladimir to a wedding.
I must say, Witcher, a man could lose his head for a lass like that. And that comes from none other than Vladimir von Everec, famed for his taste in women. So tell me, honestly now, man to ghost, are you her paramour? For if so, you have my word, I shall keep my distance. But if not, then the haylofts we shall
devastate together. Only ever been friends.
We're just friends, always have been.
Never professed your love? No heartfelt admissions, confessions?
Never anything between us.
You mean to say you never gripped those gorgeous... Ooh.
There's definitely a lot more humour. I've said this a few times now, I think. There's more humour in the DLC than was for the main game.
So, soft in the head or the loins?
Excuse me?
Ah, a pederast. Fine, if it's not your flavour, you needn't taste. All the better for me. I'll see she's properly satisfied. So, Witcher, time for the wedding?
Let's go.
Onward. I'll be right behind you.
Raunchy British comedy with all the dialogue. Exactly. It's a weird one, that one. Okay, so the mission's moved on. We now need to meet Shani by the farm where the wedding will be held. And I'm guessing
Quite the fool if you've not ploughed her yet.
I'm guessing we'll be seeing a lot more of Vladimir in Geralt's body going forward.
Help it that I best like tumbles in the hay with fleshy lasses.
Right, we are going to stop. We are out of time. I've overran just so we could see the end of that bit of the mission, to be fair. But next time, it should be next Saturday. We'll be back with more of The Witcher, and we'll continue back to Brunwich for the wedding ceremony and the after party with Shani, and we'll see how the party goes with a ghost in ghost controlling us. But yeah, unfortunately, we're out of time for today. We're out of I'm repeating myself, I know. Unfortunately, we're out of time for this evening. As I say, we're back next Saturday for the continuation of The Witcher Relaxed Playthrough and DLC. The schedule comes out tomorrow, 1 PM GMT, as always, for the scheduled video. Live stream post is 8 PM GMT, and the ongoing vote for next main live stream game is ongoing until 8 PM tomorrow evening. So when the community post comes out saying our schedule for next week, of our live streams, that will be the end of the vote for the next live stream game as well. So whoever's winning come the end of that will be the winner, and that will take place once we finish Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2, I think we'll get it finished this week. In theory, we've got 5 streams this week for Spider-Man 2, so I've got a feeling we should finish it this week. Currently, the vote is looking like Death Stranding is winning, closely followed by doing Mafia 1, 2, and 3 as well, and then Resident Evil is in 3rd currently. I'm surprised more people didn't pick RoboCop. That's got me by surprise, to be fair, since that's a new release. I've not heard too much about it either, to be fair. Thank you, Zeno. Much appreciated. Talk soon and look after yourself, and I'm sure we'll see you soon. Thank you, Zeno. But that is us for this evening. Thank you all very much for joining us. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the views, and the conversation. As I say, we'll continue the DLC of The Witcher in next Saturday evening stream. We are back Monday morning for more Spider-Man 2. Until then, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on a live stream very soon. Thank you all for watching. Bye-bye.